basketball. We shoot 65% in the second half, but turn it over 10 times. They make 15 of their first 16 shots or something outrageous like that. And they shoot 32% in the first half, 61 in the second half. It was a weird game. Told the guys I started the season at 67. I'm going to end the season at 97. It's frustrating at times, but I mean, some of the turnovers were just outrageous. Kenny turns it over to the center line. You know how the other team steals the pass? Because this guy's guarded. Don't throw it to him. Then we have a backcourt violation. We have all kinds of crazy stuff. But Cam made some big shots for us. Joel made some big shots for us. Luke made a couple of hoops in the second half. I think they, according to Steve, they got it to a one possession game 3 different times, but they never got the ball with it a one possession game. They got it to one possession game, and then we scored every one of those times. But you know, they shoot 61%, as I said, and we shoot 65 in the second half. I think both teams were trying to guard. It just didn't look like it on our bunch. But 5 guys in double figures, you like that. Needless to say, proud of Luke for coming back out there and trying to play. I told him he didn't look very good, but if he played well, I'd still love him. But he did make a big, 2 big baskets during the stretch down the run and down the end. What'd you say? We made 9 of 10 in one stretch.
Free throws, yes.
9 of 10 in free throws, and just some silly turnovers. So Brad's got a really good club. We know we play him again in 12 days, and Elijah was tough for us to handle inside. In fact, we didn't do a very good job of handling him, but ACC basketball is what it is.
Do you ever recall winning a game in which the other team made 16 straight shots?
No, I've only coached almost 1,100. You know, like probably over 1,100 to count the JV games and everything. I've never seen anything like that. You hope it evens out. It didn't even out very well. But so did you say they made their first 15 or 16?
They missed their first of the second half, then they made the next 15, I believe.
All right, so they're 15 for 16, and he ended up 19 for 31, so they missed some down the stretch. So it somewhat evens out.
They made 3 of their last 12.
You came into the game last in the league and turnovers forced in conference games. That's not characteristic of your teams.
Mm-hmm.
Has that been a concern? And then you forced 15 turnovers tonight. Was this a step in the right direction?
Well, I think they've had some turnovers themselves. I don't know how many we forced, but you guys that have been here, I mean, every day I complain about what we're doing defensively. We got to figure out a way to do it better. Either guard them better from the three-point line, guard them better inside, or get them to turn it over. Right tonight, I'd say we rolled for 3. We didn't guard them on the perimeter. We didn't guard them inside, and we didn't get them to turn it over.
Well, not so much tonight, but how are you kind of assessing the progress of your big men?
Oh, you know, again, this was another game because Dante can shoot it from outside. It's a tougher matchup probably Luke guarding Dante than it is Luke guarding an inside guy. So again, we thought staying small was okay, but you know, rebounding 29-26, offensive rebounds, well, that's pretty good, 10-0. But we're a work in progress. We're in the process of it, or whatever you want to call that. But I hope we're not finished product right now. We've got to get better every day, and that's what we're trying to do in practice. But yes, I'm frustrated about a lot of things, but it's a W.
Right. I'm sure there have been games where you used the bench this little, and obviously with their the matchups it was different. But can you remember an ACC game where you went with your starters this heavily, especially in the second half?
I don't think I ever took out Joel and Kenny. We talked about it on the bench at one time, but we play on Tuesday, don't play again until Saturday, so we have an extra day's rest, and they're young. If I'd known they were going to make those stupid turnovers, I'd have substituted for them at that point. But you know, you go back. I've coached so many games that you ask questions about have I done this or done that. I remember Raymond Felton, I think, averaged 35 minutes a game.
Just the group, though.
Yeah.
Stick with that group for that long.
I really don't know. I know it's not recently. I haven't. Not recently.
It looked like in the first half you did a good job of forcing them a long way from the basket, starting their offense, and they were settling.
First 4 or 5 minutes we did.
And then they were settling for the quick 3. What did you see them try to do different? What did they change?
Ball in the basket. I'm serious. I mean, every shot they shot early in the second half went in. So, you know, we're scoring and everybody thinks it's okay, and then all of a sudden we turn it over 3 or 4 times, and now all of a sudden it gets from 12 or 13 or 14, whatever it is, down to 6. And then I think that the intensity level of the game accelerated on both ends. And I was proud of my guys making some shots, and especially going to free throw and making free throws.
A couple more.
Right, he wasn't alone, but Cam struggled at Notre Dame. Did you have to give him something of a pep talk before tonight? Because this kind of looked like maybe for the Cam we were exposed to last year when he was shooting for Pitt.
Yeah, for shooting against North Carolina, they were the common thread. We can't guard it either. You know, I was disappointed in 3 or 4 guys in the Notre Dame game, and I told them so. And Cam was one of those. I asked him if anybody had ever gotten on him like I did, and he handled it very, very well. I'm probably going to get on him now because he's going to make 6 threes. I think I'll get on him after every game.
Last
See
question,
if
Ross,
that works still.
because Coach Brown's ready.
Kind of piggyback on that question, 48% from 3, Cam, Joel, Kenny, and Brandon all hit multiple threes. Is this one of the best shooting games you've had, of course, in terms of how many guys have knocked out threes?
You know, I'm sure it's one of the best, but, you know, when you had Reggie and PJ and Marcus, you know, they could all shoot it. They're really good teams. So Ty Lawson made a bunch of threes, Wayne, Danny, Tyler Hansbrough made some. So, you know, and I'm not belittling the questions, but right now I'm trying to figure out how to crap to guard Clemson. You guys are asking me how this compares to the other teams. Hell, I'm 67 years old. I'm supposed to remember all the junk.
Thanks, Coach.
You guys, talk to Steve. He's got the greatest, all the new shoe you could possibly find.